Welcome to Homer News. I'm Matt Swenson. This is State Representative John Ward. Welcome, John.
Matt, thanks again. It's always a pleasure being here with you and being able to talk to my folks back home. Today is April 14th, the day before the tax deadline.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's got to make sure everybody out there has filed their taxes. And I know that with the new American Recovery and Reinvestment Act, there is going to be some very serious tax refunds for folks.
Absolutely, absolutely, Matt. I did mine now. The last time I was home last week, and I was surprised and pleased to see the results. But the other thing that's important, Matt, and I know that we're on a deadline here for the census form, so I'm going to encourage everybody, if you haven't done your census, get it taken care of. I think Minnesota is one of the leaders in the nation for having census forms completed, up in the 70-some%, I think, right now. So those two things, tax deadlines and census forms, get her done.
And speaking of taxes, I think it's important for us to talk about here today a major jobs package that you folks passed that included a number of creative tax incentives that will grow jobs in Minnesota. First, an angel investor tax credit.
You know, and Matt, we did that just before Easter break, and it's what we're calling the Jobs Bill Part 2. The first Jobs Bill was the capital investment, the bonding bill. This was Jobs Bill Part 2, creating, Matt, thousands of jobs in the state of Minnesota. Three pieces to that bill that I think are critically important to all areas of the state, including my district. And you brought up the first piece, that was the angel investor credit, which is a credit for small businesses, for expansion of small businesses and for people to invest in those small businesses. Many states around us, Wisconsin and other states around us, have this tax credit for small businesses. And so we in Minnesota, the state legislature decided that this is in fact a critical component for small business expansion and growth, because we know that the small businesses are the job driver in the state of Minnesota. So we want to do everything we can to enhance and help our small businesses. So that angel investor credit is critical, and that was the first component to that tax bill.
And I know that the second component will actually put a lot of jobs on the ground immediately, and that's a historic rehabilitation credit. Right now, the federal government gives a 20% tax credit for anybody who restores a historic building, but this says that the state will also give you another 20% credit.
So in other words, Matt, people that restore the historic building, doing anything to a historic building, will receive a 40% tax credit on their taxes. And again, it's a job growth driver, and so that's the second component to that jobs bill that will create thousands of jobs, and again help small businesses in the state of Minnesota. And then the third component of that bill, Matt, was for research and development, also given to small businesses. Like, for example, 3M, the state of Minnesota gives companies like 3M tax credit for producing new and innovative products for the state of Minnesota that are used, Medtronics or whatever, that are used widely nationwide. Well, this extends it to small businesses. This extends the research and development credit to small businesses as well that create innovative ideas. For example, within my district, there are several renewable energy companies, small business companies that have great ideas, have come up with innovative products for energy, for green energy kind of situations. And so this R&D credit will allow them to receive some credit also on the tax rolls as well. So, those three pieces, Matt, the angel investor credit, the research and development credit, and then the historic rehab program are great step forwards for our small businesses in all of our communities to help spur job growth, which we so desperately need. And in my district, Matt, we continue to be have some of the highest unemployment rates in the state of Minnesota. So in my area, it's even more critical that we invest in and try to help small businesses as they continue to try to enhance job growth. So it's a great bill. The governor signed the bill. And so we're very, very proud of the fact that we reached out and helped small businesses in the state of Minnesota.
Making very significant progress this session on job creation, one of your highest priorities. Thank you for coming into the studio today, sir.
Matt, it's always a pleasure. It's always a pleasure to be with you, and then also a pleasure to talk to my folks back home.
Well, great. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time on Homeward News.